Shalom, everyone. I'm Dudley, and I wanted to. I had a few things that I've been thinking about. Like, one is the Sabbath and how it was so difficult to rest. Um, I was one of those people that ran 7 days a week, if I was able to, 20 hours a day, whether it was working a day job, working a night job, training in between. Once I started truck driving, wasn't able to do as much because truck driving took up most of the day. And then when I did have my evenings free, I would go to train because I was still competing as a professional mixed martial artist, working on my craft as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, and going from there. It was always difficult to, once I started recognizing the Sabbath, a day of rest, and as it we are commanded to, it was a big struggle. I had so many plates spinning, so many things that I wanted to do, and so little time to do it in my free time. So to take a whole day to rest seemed crazy. That was my biggest struggle, to just sit down, relax, spend time with my family. I would have like little moments where I would spend time with my family that I would not force myself to do, but make sure that I put a little bit of time aside for them, so I wasn't neglecting them. Because being an over-the-road truck driver, you get home, you have a 36-hour reset, and then you're back on the road again. And that was even lucky for me to be able to have that ability where I was home every weekend, as opposed to some of the drivers that are out on the road for weeks, if not months at a time, and their home time is extremely limited. So when I would get back, I would want to go train. I would want to fix up things at the house. I would want to want to go places, and it was so difficult. It felt more like a task to sit and rest than to actually be restful. And I know there are quite a few of you out there that are dealing with that same problem. Where I have my other phone here, looking up in the scriptures, Shemoth, Exodus 20. Verse number 8, remember the Sabbath day and set it apart. 6 days you labor and shall do all of your work, but on the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh your Elohim. You do not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. So that as I was dedicating my life back to Yah, it was a struggle. Like I said, getting in from being on the road for a week, truck driving, and then trying to make moves to clean out the house that we were renting, and build up a van for us to live in. It was a struggle, and I would get home maybe on a late Thursday, early Friday, or midday Friday, and then at sundown having to shut down and not being able to do anything till Saturday at sundown was so difficult, where I wasn't getting any rest because I was thinking about all the things that I needed to do. It took a while, a lot of prayer, and a lot of talking with my wife of her trying to convince me to slow down, to relax, everything will be fine. You'll get done when you need to get it done, uh, in the timely manner that it needs to get done. Just have to trust the process. So I was able to clear out an entire house, build up a van for us to live in, because we were planning to be on a truck. Even though she was pregnant, we were planning to live on the truck, and then when we were out of the truck, we were going to live in a van. Wherever the van took us for that 36 hours, that's what we would do. If we were going to go hang out in Pennsylvania, or go spend time with my older son that lives in South Jersey or Central Jersey, depending on if you look at how the actual map of New Jersey is. But that's what the plan was supposed to be. And then as time went on in that process of me respecting the Sabbath, all of these blessings came forward, where I was invited to go celebrate Sukkot. That was our first Sukkot. And on the way out, well, what was it? I forgot what day. Well, we got here late on a Friday for Sukkot out here in Oklahoma, and I think it was a Wednesday or something like that, where I was in Texas, and I wanted to be in Oklahoma early on Friday so I could be a part of butchering the lamb, and then actually resting on the Sabbath. But what ended up happening is I was in Texas on a Wednesday, and needed to be in Oklahoma Friday morning. So I left Texas that Wednesday, drove straight up to New Jersey. I turned off my my logbook, so if any of the feds are looking, I turned in my keys, so oh well. Drove all the way up to New Jersey, took like a 20-minute rest, packed up the van with me and my wife, then drove down to I think I made it as far as Tennessee. Then we shut down at a truck stop, but this was in the van. And I slept, I rested, and I think we made it in here real late on Friday after sundown, and then we were able to relax. We were embraced with everyone here on property. It was such an exciting time to be out here in fellowship with people who are like-minded and genuinely had love and care for us. So that was happy and exciting, and it gave me all of that hard work of getting to that point of getting rid of the house, getting the van livable. It wasn't complete, and it's still not complete now. Still have a lot of work to do. But when once I put it in park, there was no more work to be done. I was actually at peace. That seemed to be the first Sabbath that I was able to actually kick back and relax. There was nothing on my mind. There was no stress about anything. I didn't think, well, I need to complete this, I need to complete that. I don't think, I think the only thing that I had to do was get some Teflon tape for the shower that I built in the van, because stuff was leaking. And outside of that, everything was great. That was the beginning of me really truly understanding the Sabbath, with all the work that was put in for me to actually rest. And that was ordained by Yah, giving us that that time, because he made us weaker vessels. Even though we were made in his image, he knew that if we were to run nonstop, we would shatter and break. So it's built into our DNA that we need rest, we need to sleep, we need to learn how to follow his commandments, follow the diet that was set for us, and not just eat all types of random stuff. Because if you eat random trash, you're gonna have a random trash mindset. So I think that's really it. Learn more about the Sabbath. Read the book. Do what it says, as Mad Celt would say, and honor the word. It'll be extremely beneficial to you, and it could definitely change your life. So that's about it for me. Shalom.